Good morning, my sweet little magnolias. Happy fucking Friday, or whatever day this finds you. So this morning during my meditation, I was talking to my spirit team about certain concepts that I've been struggling with, and I won't go into that. That's personal. But one of the things that they said to me really struck me. Tend to your spiritual garden. I went, whoa, that's kind of cool. And so I started writing down what I was hearing so that I could share it with y'all, because this applies to all of us. All of us. Weed out your spiritual garden. Weed it by pulling out the negative thoughts. Those are the weeds in your spiritual garden. All of that negative crap that plays in your head at any given moment. It could be the words of an abuser from your past. It could be the words of a very judgmental person who was in a significant role in your life, of a very hypercritical parent. Those are all weeds in your spiritual garden. And so how do you weed your spiritual garden? Well, when those negative thoughts come in, you reject them. You say, no, that's not the truth. And you replace them with a spiritual truth. For instance, my father used to tell me that I would never amount to anything. So when his nasty ass voice comes in my head, always happens when I'm attempted to work on something, he says in my head, his voice, oh, you just need to quit trying. You're never going to amount to anything. So I've learned to pluck that weed right out before it has a chance to take hold in my spiritual garden. And I say, no, that's not true. And you need to shut the fuck up. Because the truth of the matter is that I am strong, capable, and successful. So do you see what I did there? I ripped out the negative words and I planted the new words. Weeded my spiritual garden. The next thing is monitoring your self-talk. Self-talk can be good if you're encouraging yourself. But if you're discouraging yourself, that's negative self-talk. And that is like the bugs that chew on the good things in your garden and try to destroy it. So guess what? You need to spray pesticide on your spiritual garden. And the pesticide is positive self-talk. So, and generally, negative self-talk comes from those hypercritical people in your past, the abusers, the people of importance that spoke to you and made you believe these lies about yourself. And then you just repeat them to yourself. I'm never going to be able to get that promotion because I'm just too stupid. Or I'm never going to attract the right kind of relationship because I'm too this or not enough of that. That's negative self-talk. Stop that. As soon as it begins in your mind, you stop it. How do you stop it? You say, no, I reject that thought. That is not the truth. I am smart. I am capable. And I will get this promotion. Or I am everything that the person who is for me desires. And I am prepared to receive them in my life. Whatever it takes to flip the script, to turn that around, that is part of tending your spiritual garden. How do you water your spiritual garden? Because gardens need water, right? Spiritual connection. That's the water for your spiritual garden. Time spent with your spirit team, time spent in meditation, time spent listening, learning. That's the water for your spiritual garden. The fertilizer for your spiritual garden is spiritual pursuits. So journaling, meditation is definitely part of that process. I like to do a focus wheel when I'm trying to get myself focused on a specific thing that I am believing will manifest in my life. I do a focus wheel, positive affirmations, listening to spiritual teachers. Those are all things that help fertilize your spiritual garden. And then the sun is necessary for any successful garden, right? And what is the sun? The sun is alignment, staying in the center of your spiritual path, not going down these rabbit trails that your conditioning from your past might try to take you down. Staying in alignment, that is what helps your spiritual garden grow. I thought that was an excellent analogy, especially for those of us who are on a healing journey, dealing with our shadow work, going through the death and rebirth process, walking away from things that no longer serve us. Yeah. Tending our spiritual garden. What do y'all think of that? I thought it was pretty cool. All right, I am going to go live on TikTok again tonight. We had such a great time last night. Same time, same channel. TikTok, Mountain Time, Friday, May 1st, 7 p.m. So for Pacific Time, that would be 6 p.m. For Central Time, that would be 8 p.m. And for Eastern Time, that would be 9 p.m. So come on over and join the tarot party over on my TikTok channel tonight. All right, love y'all. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful, blessed day.